Is there an explanation for the way you reacted? If so, what might that be?
I think the way I reacted has to do with the fact that I'm a teacher, so you kind of look for concerning behaviors, or maybe not look for them, but you notice them a lot quicker than other people might.
And then, what were your initial thoughts like when you noticed?
My initial thought was, like, did he like call for me and I didn't hear him, and was he like waiting for a response? And then once I saw like nothing happened, when I looked back, then I kind of looked around the room to see what you were looking at, and I couldn't tell what you were looking at. And then at that point, another student, Angel, had noticed that you were also zoning out. So him and I exchanged glances, wondering like, what is he staring at?
Went into the third question, which is like, so when you look back, that's when you realize like, the behavior or the breaking of the norm.
Yeah, I would say it was the second glance that I had at you that I realized like.
Do you believe do you believe this behavior was odd?
Yeah, I do believe that behavior was odd, because generally a student won't stare for that length of time at a teacher, and so I was wondering if like something was off. We even get training. We even get trainings on how to identify like mild seizures, where like students will kind of zone out.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's why like my mind went like, are you okay, more than like what the heck is going on.
Yeah. And then would you ever think of like breaking this norm yourself?
Only to mess with somebody, to like joke with them. Just because people do have, I don't know, I just kind of like natural boundaries.
Was it a good or bad experience?
I would say both. Bad at first, because like I said, kind of like worry and concern is what came to my head first. Like once I realized like you weren't looking away,
yeah.
It's like, oh man, is he okay? And then it turned to good, because then it was kind of funny, because a third person was there, but had Angel not been a part of it, it might not have been as funny, and it might have stayed more awkward than anything.
Anything else you want to add, essentially?
I guess like how it would differ, like based on age, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of curious about that. I don't know if you even would talk about that. And then also like gender, you know what I mean? Because it might go down differently if you were a male teacher that way, you know.
Yeah.
As compared to a female teacher.